So many founders get caught in this trap. They're constantly chasing sales, and what they end up with isn't a business, it's a super stressful job. So today, we're going to flip that script. We're going to break down a playbook for building a business that actually runs without you. It's all about focusing on systems, not just the top-line revenue. Let's get into it.
This quote right here, it just nails it. It's the whole story in a nutshell. See, while everyone else is scrambling for that next sale, you've got people like Amanda Hall who are playing chess, not checkers. She's chasing systems. And that simple shift, it's what allowed her to help scale brands past 250 locations. So, what's she up to now? Where is she putting this incredible philosophy to work?
Well, she's tackling this. We're talking about the wellness industry, and it is absolutely exploding. We're looking at a $44 billion market. Let that sink in. This isn't some tiny little niche trend. This is a massive economic wave. And right in the middle of it, there's this new opportunity that is just, perfectly built for that systems first model we're talking about.
Okay, Section 1, chasing systems, not sales. This is really the core of it all. We're going to dig into that classic trap that keeps so many business owners chained to their desks and show how just a small change in perspective can be the key to building something you can actually sell one day.
So here it is. This is the trap right here. It's so easy to get obsessed with the top-line revenue, right? The sales numbers, just being busy. But you got to ask yourself, if the whole operation grinds to a halt the second you take a vacation, have you really built a business? Or have you just built yourself a really, really demanding job? The real goal, the end game, is to build something that doesn't need you. That's transferable value.
And look, if you want to know why Amanda Hall is the person to listen to on this, just look at her track record. She started with a solid foundation in the corporate world at Verizon. Then, in 2016, she made the jump to franchising and helped take Burn Boot Camp to over 250 locations. Wow! From there, she just kept honing her skills as COO for other big growth brands, and it's all led her here to co-founding Plunge House. The point is, this isn't some textbook theory for her. She's been in the trenches, building these scalable systems for real.
Okay, so that's the philosophy, right? But what does it actually look like in a real living, breathing business? Let's dive into the low-labor franchise model using Plunge House as our case study. This is where the rubber meets the road.
Just look at the difference here. It is night and day. On one side, you've got your typical gym. Think about it. Tons of staff, crazy complex operations, class schedules all over the place. It's a beast to manage. But then you look at the Plunge House model. It was designed from day one to be the opposite. We're talking super low staffing needs, dead simple operations, and that beautiful, predictable recurring revenue. It's just elegant. It's efficiency by design.
And this just shows you how lean and mean the operation is. The whole place can run on what's basically a skeleton crew. You, the owner, are just managing the manager. Then you have that one club manager who handles the daily stuff, a couple of wellness associates to make sure members have a great experience, and a couple of cleaning associates. And that's it. That's the whole team. A super high-margin business running with maybe 5 or 6 people. It's incredible.
And this is the key right here. Your role as the owner. Let's be clear, you are not going to be plunging tubs or folding towels. Your job is to execute this playbook. You're handling the big picture stuff, the real estate, the construction, the finances. Your main job is to hire, train, and manage one person, your club manager. And you oversee the marketing, which corporate helps with. This is what we call the manage the manager model. It's specifically designed to keep you working on your business, not getting sucked into it.
All right, so you can have the best system in the world, but it means nothing if people don't actually want what you're selling, right? So now let's talk about the product itself. This section is all about systematizing wellness, how Plunge House is taking this huge trend and turning it into a business that people are lining up for. And I know what you're thinking, because it's the elephant in the room. Is this contrast therapy thing just another wellness fad? Here today, gone tomorrow? We see it all the time. So is there real substance here, or is this just hype?
The short answer is no, absolutely not. And the reason is the science. See, contrast therapy isn't built on some influencer's whim. It's backed by real, proven benefits. Physically, you're looking at things like less inflammation, faster recovery, better circulation. And the mental benefits, they're just as huge. We're talking serious stress relief, a mood boost, sharper focus, even better sleep. This is not a fad. It's a results-driven service that people need.
And here's the smart part, how all that demand turns into a rock-solid business. The foundation, of course, is the monthly memberships. That gives you that predictable recurring revenue, which is the holy grail. But they don't stop there.
It's layered with other income streams like enrollment and no-show fees, which is great, plus high-margin stuff like private events and even retail. So you're not just relying on one thing. It's a really diverse and healthy financial model.
Okay, so this brings us right back to where we started. This is the end game. We've looked at the slick systems, we've looked at the smart business model. Now let's tie it all together and talk about building that transferable value, the thing that actually makes this a real asset for your future. So you're probably wondering, what does it actually take to get into a business like this? Let's look at the numbers. The initial investment ranges from about $600,000 up to $960,000. And there are requirements for liquid capital and net worth as you'd expect. But think of it less as a cost and more as what's needed to build one of these valuable long-term assets.
And this, right here, is what it is all about. Transferable value. Let's just say it one more time. It's a business that is so dialed in, so well systematized, that its success doesn't depend on you showing up every day. It's an asset. It's something someone else can come in, buy from you, and run without a hitch. That is how you turn all your sweat and effort into actual wealth.
And in the crazy world we live in today, you have to think about defensibility, right? Well, this model was built with that in mind. First, it's recession-resilient. Think about it. People will always find money to invest in their health, especially when they're stressed. And second, it's AI-resistant. You simply cannot automate a real in-person wellness experience. You can't get that from a chatbot. These are huge advantages for any business owner.
So we're going to end right where we began, with this one simple question. I want you to really think about it. Are you building a job for yourself, or are you building an asset for your future? Is everything you're doing totally dependent on you, day in and day out? Are you being deliberate? Are you building the systems that will let this thing run, grow, and create real value with or without you? Because that, right there, is the difference between just having a job and truly owning an asset.